Alright guys, day 5. This is Juneteenth. Holiday today. Coming out of Bishop and headed down towards Lone Pine, and we are going up the hill to Cottonwood Lakes. So here we go. Woohoo! I don't know how long it's going to take us, but it's going to be a while. This is the first time I've ever hiked Cottonwood Lake, so I don't know what I'm looking at. So I've watched a couple videos, so that kind of gives me some idea, but that's the only thing I have to go based on. So if I find any information that is valid for you, any to help you guys, I'm gonna do that. I'll shoot it out to you guys. All right guys, I was 2 hours on the wrong mountain, so I was headed towards Chicken Lake, whatever it's called. And some guy told me I'm on the wrong mountain to go to Cottonwood Lakes. So 2 hours into the hike, and I'm turning around to go back to my car, go to the Cottonwood Lakes trailhead, and then head up Cottonwood Lakes. So big mistake, but oh well, it happens. Alright guys, I was on the trailhead, wrong trailhead, and I just want to let you guys know, if you didn't download All Trails, the trail that you want to go to, download it, and you can put it on your phone. You put it on your phone, you thought you need a plan in order to keep it. On your phone you don't, and I just want to show you what it looks like when you're on the wrong trailhead. It looks exactly like that. Like that on the bottom is the blue, that's me, that's where I'm at, and the beginning of my trail is the green right side dot. That's where I'm supposed to start. So that is the Cottonwood, that is Cottonwood Trail right there. It goes all the way around. It's about 13 miles. So I've been on this wrong trail, I think it's called Chicken Lake Trail, for almost 4 hours now, and I'm exhausted. I might go to my car, see if I can get to the first lake, and then just crash, and then tomorrow pick up and try to get to the back lakes. So anyways, it happens. I don't want it to happen to you, so download your trail on All Trails. Find out where you're going, all the trails that you're going to, whatever trails you're going to, and download them. That way you have it on your phone, and it just comes up when you open up All Trails. It'll ask you if you want to pay for a subscription or if you just want to go into the trail that you downloaded. So anyways, it's a big help. Just thought I'd put that out there so you don't make the same mistake I did. So any trail that you go on up here in the Sierras, make sure it does say that right there. Okay, it says Cottonwood Lakes. So man, I'm telling you, that was a horrendous morning, but we can do it. All right, here we go. Another tip that I can give you while you're hiking is when you're on a path, try to look down and see the harder ground than the soft ground, because sometimes when you're stuck in the soft ground, it just feels like you're taking a little bit more energy to walk than the hard ground. So that's one of the things I'm figuring out as I'm going, period. Hey guys, first 45 minutes of the hike, and there is a stream. There it is. So you can fill up if you're thirsty. A little tip, don't stop over here if you don't need to, because if you don't have any kind of insect repellent on, these mosquitoes will bite the living pistons out of you over here. So there's a ton of mosquitoes over here, and if you don't have to stop, keep going, because you don't want to get bit. So Well, gotta step up here, up onto the log, and here we go. All right, all you guys that love to make sure you're on the right track. Hour and 20 minutes into it, and you hit this big meadows right here. Look at this. So I see a nice stream. I'm gonna go check and see if there's any golden trout over here. If there is, if there's nice sized ones, I am going to fish here for at least a half hour and catch a golden trout. So anyways, those that love landmarks, to make sure you're on the right path, the meadows, 1 hour and 20 minutes. Within 1 hour and 40 minutes, you get your second crossing. If you need a refill with water, good time to do it is right here. All right guys, after 3.5 miles of hiking, you get to this sign right here, and it says, do not cut switchbacks. Okay, so I think this is gonna be the hardest part of the hike. That's my guess. Everything else has been pretty easy. I think the second hour, or mile 2.5 to 3.5 was probably the hardest, because you're on a little steady incline, but switchbacks are going to be a lot worse. So I think this is going to be the hardest part. All right, just one little tip: when you get to that sign that says switchbacks, in less than about 2 minutes you'll find another sign that has one side going to the right and the other side going to the left. You go to the Cottonwood lakes to the right. Okay, and I'll show you what it looks like on my phone, so you guys get a heads up on this. And you can download this to All Trails. It's free. It's a free app. You can do a paid version, but I did the free one, and I think it shows you, if you could see that right there, you go right there's a split. You don't want to go to the left, you want to stick to the right. All right, that's another tip. And also make sure you have repellent. Guys, it's about 5 o'clock, and man, I am telling you, hiking from 8 o'clock this morning with a 1 hour nap between time is exhausting. I am exhausted. My back has had it, my knees have had it, hips. So hopefully in about 45 minutes we get to the first lake so I can crash. I'm just gonna put my sleeping bag together, tent up, sleeping bag in, everything inside the tent, and then just take an ibuprofen and crash. I'm exhausted. So that's my goal. So hopefully we're not too far from the lake. So here we go. Towards the end of the hike, that third hour or fourth hour, it's definitely the hardest part of the hike. I'm so exhausted. All right, gotta keep going. It says Mirror Lake, but it doesn't say anything about Cottonwood lakes. So which way do I go? All right, well, I'm gonna check my map. When you get to the top right here, you want to go left. There's two trails. I don't know if you can see them both. Back up. There are two trails. Okay. This is saying not that way, but this way. Can you see that? So that's which way I'm gonna go. All right. After turning from the mirror trail, making a left, we finally get to Cottonwood Lake 1. We still got a little hike, but there it is. I'm only assuming this is Lake 2. Alright guys, there's a little pocket of rocks right here. There's a small little badger over there by the rock, that big rock where the tree is, but hopefully he doesn't bother us at night. So anyways, we're up here at the lake. I'm exhausted. I want to set up my tent for the night and go to sleep. A lot of action, got little squirrels out here, so hopefully they don't disturb us. I'm not gonna have anything inside the tent that is edible, so I'm just gonna put everything in the tree, hang it up, and hopefully we don't get visitors at night. All right, here we go.
Alright guys, it's about 10 o'clock and I fell asleep right when I got up here because I was so dead tired. I took a couple ibuprofens to kind of relax my muscles and get rid of some of the pain, and hip pains, knee pains, everything. So hopefully tomorrow's a good day. We can go fishing and see what we can catch. So anyways, I'm going back to sleep. Peace.
It is day 6. It's Friday morning. Good morning. I'm up here at the Cottonwood Lake, and it was really chilly last night, so it's cold this morning. We're gonna get some fishing going on, but first we are going to breakfast. So what's on the menu is breakfast skillet. We're gonna put it on the jet boil. The thing I like about the jet boil is that it is almost done boiling. It takes about 1 minute to 2 minutes to boil the water, and you are finished. That's why I love that thing. Anyways, man, I'm tired. That's golden trout number 2.
I'm gonna let him go. There it is. Beautiful fish, beautiful.
It's a baby. It's a baby. Look how beautiful this fish is. Look at this.
To have some golden trout. Yes, sir. Pack up and take off. Alright, guys. There it is. Put a little pepper, that's what you're looking at. Lemon. I can douse it a little bit more with lemon. Alright, first time eating a golden trout. Food. That is good. Not much on this golden trout. There's not much on this thing. Here's the skin. Got the lemon. Oh. Time to have lasagna. Not as good as cheesecake factory, but up here, time to break everything down. Woohoo! Alright guys, it is 4:30 and it's time to say goodbye. Cottonwood Lakes. It was a lot of fun. I had a good time. Wind just doesn't let up. Still, very, very low. Winds. It picks up gusts, like big gusts of wind. And yeah, it just doesn't stop. Well guys, that's my last stream crossing. It is 6:35. I have about 80 minutes to go. Whew. We're near the end. So I got back to my car at 7:35. So that ended up taking me around 5:30, 6:30, 7:30. So it ended up taking me 3 hours to get back to my vehicle.